fast. Oh, bro, we weren't even live. It was just we weren't streaming. Here we are. I was like, bro, why is there nobody on this?
No way.
Oh my goodness, it was on record only. I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Nikki. I was thinking the same thing. I was wondering why too, but I was like, shoot.
Oh man, I'm gonna redo it.
Oh, Nikki, you gotta post again, huh? All right, well, shoot. Hey, for everybody tuning in, welcome. Help Me Wholesale, episode number 6. It is a beautiful Wednesday, and it's me and Nick here. Jordan was not able to make it today.
Jordan wasn't able to make it. That's all right. He's still a mensch. Oh, man. I wonder how many people we missed me screwing up right in the beginning, but it's okay. We got one person on right now. It's still early. Hopefully a slew more of fellas and ladies come on.
That's right, man. That's right, man.
I'm very happy for you that you got an EA. I made my official hire as well. A woman.
Yeah.
American. She currently lives in Mexico. But she is an American. I'm going to pay her $20 an hour. And I'll tell you what, she has a lot of experience. I'm very excited. She's got a lot of experience. She's going to be great.
Wow.
I want to find a new home for my Pakistani I was running with for so long. Just because I like the guy.
Yeah.
Either I find a new home for him this week just to move him, or that's it. But
I'll tell you what, man, I've tried to do that like 4 or 5 different times with different people where they're a cold caller and I didn't have a dispo at the time. And I'm like, hey, they're the lowest production, but I like them. Lowest production when it comes to inbound leads, but I really like them. Hey, man, listen, you want to try out dispo? Like, let's call off the cold calling for now. I want to move you into this dispo spot. What do you think? You'll actually probably get paid a little more. And they're like, okay, I may be interested. And then I don't hear from them again. And that's happened about 4 or 5 times. It's interesting. It's been interesting for me, but just whenever I try to reposition people, I end up having to bring somebody new in.
Yeah, so maybe no more reposition. Maybe just get rid of. I ain't repositioning shit. I'm repositioning him to another human being. Like, I'm out. You done with me?
Okay. I gotcha. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you sign up for any text blasting yet or what?
I did.
Where'd you sign up? What's the name of the software?
I signed up for Zet Blast.
Zet Blast. I have not heard of that.
ZEIT. What I got? See, but here's the thing. I haven't done it though.
That's all right. You still signed up.
I gotta go do it. Like actually go do it, or hire somebody real quick that knows how to do it. But I should probably do it to know how to do it before I hire somebody.
I'd recommend that.
Yeah, but I just have not had the time to put into sitting here and texting. But
bro, I don't know.
I just gotta get over it. Is that something I have to do? Do you think it would make that big of a difference?
If you did the texting?
I mean, yeah, ultimately,
I would until you're good at it and then tee it up. Well, you could probably just run it almost exactly how you have cold call. Like you have an acquisition manager do the closing or whatever. And I bet you could train an acquisitions person to do the texting.
Thanks, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
All the communication, at least with me, it all stays in launch control. So when they respond yes is when I take over. But eventually I will only take over when they go into the last bit of the categorization funnel, and then I'll take them over. But right now, I'm doing it all, but my EA, she's bright and she's an American. I can have her do that and then me just take care of it at the end, which is what I want. My system is so dialed in, my whole thing, there's no thinking involved. So I'll definitely.
Yeah. That's it. Exactly, man. Beautiful.
Yeah. Nikki text them.
That's right, man.
You closing any deals this week? What you got going on?
We don't got anything closing this week, man. Come on now. But Yeah, we got walk through tomorrow, walk through Friday, walk through Saturday, walk through Monday, walk through Tuesday. It's dispo week. We're dispoing this week, so
Good guy.
it's good. It's good stuff. Yeah, no, it's been pretty well. Moving some deals, got some hot deals on the board, on the list, on the hot list. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's good. We're cooking, bro. We're cooking. It's going well. I'm gonna start texting. I'll find some time. Maybe I'd probably do it today. I'll start texting, man. But wow, you hired an American assistant.
What's up?
You hired an American assistant. I just hired my only American again as well.
Well, did you? My assistant, she's American. Her name is Lori. It's going to go well. Very excited. Lori is going to be a beast. Beast. She's going to do all my transaction coordination. I really like speaking with her. She's done it before for a property management company. She's going to do it for me, and she's going to hit it out of the park. Hit it out of the park. I'll tell you that much. So very pleased, very pleased. And I got news for you. No more 12K Nikki. 2 weeks in a row. Last week I hit a 25. I closed a 25er.
Yeah.
Yesterday I closed a 20 piece, and then I also closed a 10 piece, but I chopped it with somebody. Like I had no idea what to do with it, and I just said fucking run with it.
Yeah. Hey,
I made 25 yesterday. We'll take it.
That's some wins, brother. Good work, man.
Come on.
What are you gonna do, man?
Listen, I got another one of these little tiny deals. They're supposed to close Friday, so we'll see what happens. But there we go.
Nice, man.
There we go. But no more 12K Nikki. I don't like that.
No more of it, man.
Oh, someone's here. Chris Woho's in the chat. He goes, "Oh, I'm here, Chris. How you doing?"
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Got 6 viewers. We got to get those numbers up.
Yeah, come on.
If anybody has any questions or wants any feedback, drop the question in the chat. We're here to answer questions. And if not, me and Noah are just gonna shoot the shit and just pick each other's brain. If you guys don't want to take our brain, that's fine. I don't get it.
Exactly.
No, what do you think about my my cost per lead for the cold call? You like that? It's
what
like
are you
something dollars for the cost. 60. Yeah.
I mean,
$65 a lead for cold call. I feel like that's expensive, but like.
Nah, hold on. Give me 1 sec here.
What is your cost per lead?
Yeah, let me calculate that real quick.
Because I also do Coupon Club. And they're like $29. I like it.
Mine's 20.
It's good. Ooh. All right. Audi Luck says, how many leads do I need a month to hit 50K months? That's a good question. What do you think, Mr. Noah?
That's a very, very, very good question. I think I will say my first $50,000 month is right before I hopped on that podcast with Nick back around a year ago, was from 26 cold call leads. In my mind, any lead is worth, now this is crazy, you've never heard this anywhere else. I'm telling you right now, I think a lead is worth $1,000. Like if you give me 50 leads, that should be 50,000. If you give me 100 leads, that should be 100,000. You know what I mean?
Ooh, really? I like that train of thought.
That's what I think. You give me 20 leads, there should be one deal in there for $20,000.
Okay, even with cold call, that's what you think?
Yeah. Dude, it doesn't matter. So that's not saying, hey, you're going to pay right now and that deal's going to close in 30 days by the time you pay again. No. That deal may close 6 months from now. You know what I mean? And then you actually, the deal you get next month is in, I get that next batch, whatever. And it doesn't, whatever. That's if you get 20 leads a month. Nobody's getting 20 leads a month. You better not. If you're getting only 20 leads a month, obviously, you got a lead problem.
Facts.
But Yeah. Dude, 50 leads, 50K a month. What do you think, Nick?
Oh my goodness. I was not going to say that. So, but I love the way that you think. Now, I can't tell you necessarily with cold call yet, but I know, and it depends on what you consider a lead, because there are people that if the person raises their hand and says yes, that they'll sell, that's a lead right there. So just those people, hand raisers that said they would sell with no qualification other than that they'll sell, you probably need like 50 of those. I would say that's probably a good average. You need 50 leads to get a deal. National average for outbound marketing is 15 grand average assignment. So if you're just doing outbound marketing, and if let's say you don't have a process narratively necessarily, you don't have a strict process as far as how you determine what a lead really, really is. We're just talking people to raise their hand. Yeah, you would probably need 150 leads, somewhere around 150 leads or maybe even 200 if you're not very good, to do 50K months. 150 to 200. And if you're doing all inbound marketing and you're mid, again, you're not great, you're mid, $40 leads. If you're really good at 30.
Ooh. Yeah, okay.
Because you should be with that. It should be a lower lead per contract with the inbound lead. But like Noah, your cold callers, maybe they are qualifying your leads a bit before they push them through. So it's close, and maybe there is a kind of quality control before they get pushed through, and that makes it more like 20. I don't know. I'm more asking, but because you know what, I have met other friends that had their own cold callers, and they run their own cold call program, and their callers are trained to qualify on the phone and only push through qualified actual leads, not just people that raise their hand, and their lead per contract is around 20, like the same thing as yours. So I think there's definitely something to that.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely a vetting process before they get pushed to you. But there's always those leads that they've been on the market, and they've also whatever. Leads are going to answer the phone however they feel like at that time, no matter who they spoke with before. You know what I mean? So that's shoot, bro. Yeah, and he said take into consideration not every contract close. So
of course,
yeah, right.
But
right.
On average, though, like 50 leads, one contract should close. You may get 2 contracts out of that, and one doesn't close, but like one will close out of 50 leads, unless you're just in an awful area, which happens. Just move out of that area. I used to be heavy in Philly, and I'm
1 out of 50.
1 out of 50 leads you should close. If we're just talking about people that are raising their hands, no qualifying at all, just somebody that has two qualifying factors. Now they have a house, they'd sell it.
Yeah, right. No, for sure. I got you.
Half of those people are even real leads to begin with. So then maybe it is closer to 20 if you're actually qualifying them.
Right.
The George Beatty only has his callers ask 3 questions. Do you own the house? Do you want to sell? Does the property need any repairs? Boom. That's it.
Dude, I implemented the live transfer.
Did you? How's that going?
We're actively hitting it right now. It's active. I'll say it's active.
Okay, I want to know more about that.
Yeah, we're getting around 20 leads a day. But if we want to get into these questions, we can.
Yeah, let's get into these questions. Then I want to go back to that. All right. Nick, you still doing PPL? I am not doing PPL anymore. The reason I am not doing PPL is because I'm mainly in one market, and these people that do these PPL agencies selling shovels. Okay, you know who made the real money during the gold rush? The people selling the shovels to all the idiots. That is what the PPL companies are doing. If you're doing it nationally, PPL is probably great for you. Other than that, PPL is not consistent. Can you get great deals from PPL? Yes, you can. But keep in mind, you can get great deals from every type of marketing that there is. So, like, it's a silly thought process. Oh, I closed a big deal through PPL, so PPL is good. No, Malaka, you can close a good deal through any marketing channel. I've also got good deals through cold call, through SMS. Like, it doesn't matter. So that's a bad tunnel vision to be trapped in. So no more PPL for me. The only PPL I'm doing is iSpeed to Lead Coupon Club, but like they're $29. So if you can get a lead for $29, you should just buy it out of curiosity. I'm doing that to supplement. So I'm not buying a ton, but I'm buying 5 a day. Who cares? You know? If there was enough of them, I'd buy 10 a day. There just isn't a ton in my area. So I'm buying like 5 a day. When there's more than that available, I'll buy those also because they're so cheap. And the cold call leads, my what I'm paying for my cold callers, it's like 60 something dollars a lead. So I'll take these 29s. Dude, I had a closing last week for 25 grand. It was that's what the assignment fee was.
Mm-hmm.
Coupon club lead, baby.
That's crazy. No, I just checked again. Yeah, I'm $19 a lead.
Beast.
So they're screwing you, bro.
We'll see, because if they may just be really qualifying the leads too, and like okay. I don't know. I'm not sure, because I did the math, and I think if I ran the program myself, I would be pretty close to that. Like if I'm giving them 10 cents a lead to manage it for me, I don't know. But you're getting it $20 cents a lead is wild.
No, I mean, just
I'm getting hosed, but
you know,
how many spends 50 leads? Somebody asked. If you're doing outbound marketing to get 50 leads, what do you think, Noah?
Well, outbound for 50 leads would be one cold caller. You're looking at ballpark of $1,200.
Okay.
In my opinion, let's say you hire them for an average between $4 to $6 an hour, $5 an hour, 40 hours a week. You know what I mean? $5 an hour, 40 hours a week, 4 weeks is 800 plus your dialer. Call it 150. I don't know what you use. Plus your data, call it, I don't know, a couple hundred, 250. Now that puts us at 1,200. You know what I mean? Just somewhere around there. That'll get you 50 leads. That'll get you a deal 100%, I would say, in my opinion.
Dang. I think I'm getting hosed because I'm spending $3,600 a month on cold call to get 50 leads. But they like qualify them, so it should be.
Oh, Nikki, it's all nonsense. They ain't.
I know.
They ain't doing all
that. But allegedly, I don't know. Who knows? I got like 3 or 4 calls. I had 3 calls. They weren't doing enough leads. So they gave me a 4th caller for free or something. So we'll see. I'm paying $3,600 for the 50 leads to this cold call company. But with SMS, a stack, $1,000 will get you 50 leads all day long.
Really?
All day long, you'll get 50 leads, and you'll get 1 deal from a stack. I love SMS. It's the coolest marketing there is. Come and take it to trial.
I mean, I think today's day 2 of my SMS life, so I'll get into it. I will say, 1 in 50 would make more sense to me for SMS. Excuse me. I feel like it's easier to text and say, yes, I'm looking to sell. or just what's your offer.
That's why it's good. That's why SMS is fire.
Right. It's a lower level of commitment for the seller than sitting on the phone and having a conversation and forgetting everything else going on around them. But
true,
you're gonna get in touch with people, bro. If you get in touch with them, So I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get into it.
Josh, how we doing? How we doing? All right. Someone says you get 20 leads a day. Talk about that. You get 20. No, are you getting 20 a day?
Getting 20 leads a day. We got 21 leads yesterday, but that wasn't good. Like we should be closer to 30. I got 12. So here's the thing. I got 2 closers. They're both from Egypt. I love them. We got a little different mentalities. I love their mentality. That's why they're on my team. I love their mentality and their attitude. But these guys were complaining that we had bad leads and that the leads weren't good enough and we needed more leads. And I just said, okay, you know what? I had like 4 or 5 cold callers. I just hired 8 more. So I said, you guys want leads? If you guys are really gonna say you don't have enough leads, I'll make sure you got leads. So it's like it's between 20 to 30. Okay. So we have 12 callers right now.
Okay. Well, if you really only takes you 20 leads to a contract, and you're getting 20 leads a day, you should be doing a deal a day.
Contract a day. No, right, bro. Right. So, dude, that's where what BD said comes in. We should be. I need more closers at this point.
Yeah.
So, because I got 2.
You need more. For that many cold callers, you definitely need more.
Yeah, need more. So,
20 leads a day, that's pretty good. I'm getting like 10 a day, probably. Maybe a little bit more. But I would say 10 a day. Sorry, someone asked, what are the best lists to text? I have 3,000 texts I can send a day. It depends on how you look at it. In theory, the best list to text, if you're doing mass, like 3,000 a day, if you're just trying to stay in one area, one greater metro area, high equity with no other filters, because that's like you're sending out so many texts, like you don't need to filter at that point. You're not being efficient. Filtering is not efficient because you're sending out so many texts. If you are doing it in multiple markets, pre-foreclosure. If you're doing it in multiple markets, pre-foreclosure all day, the best, the most intricate and touchy though. So it's a little bit different when you're doing the pre-foreclosures, because like you have to be immediate with all of your responses with them, and the process is a little bit different. Like get the contract now and then worry about seeing it, this and that. And like that's the only thing. But pre-foreclosures, also absentee owner. I love an absentee owner. And if you're staying in one market though, and you're sending that many texts out, just do high equity. Keep in mind though, like if you're using a launch control and you're just doing high equity lists, from personal experience, I will tell you, you need to have a bunch of LLCs on deck, because you're going to get flagged, because your no response rate will be so high, the carriers will shut you down and your account will just keep getting suspended. But as soon as they suspend your account, say, yo, shut up, pussy, I or whatever. I don't know if you can swear on YouTube. Shut up, dickhead. I got another EIN. Take the EIN, redo it. Let's go. Then in a week, you'll be back up and running. It's just annoying. But boom, there you go. Or maybe do all the pre-foreclosures and all the absentee owners. But still, you may not even have enough if you're sending that many texts out. But maybe you will. But pre-foreclosures, absentee owners, what do you want to do? That's what I would do. Like a book. Pre-foreclosures, though, fire, my fave. Got a pre-foreclosure right now in the contract.
Nice, dude. Dude, that's what you told me back in the winter time. You said something about a pre-foreclosure list, and I cold called it. He said, if you texted that list, it would have done real well. And dude, crazy.
These pre-foreclosures, I've never tried to cold call, but I would assume they're not going to answer the phone. And that's an assumption. I really wouldn't know.
Mm-hmm. Right. Buddy said, VA closer aren't efficient, they say. My VAs are solid. They're pretty solid. They do a lot better than you would imagine if you are, they work hard. I like them. I guess efficient? I would say they're pretty efficient. I would say they're pretty good. Are they as good as someone like me or Nick in a human-to-human interaction with a seller that lives right down the road from us? No way. But they do the job. They will get you deals locked up. Yeah. If you're getting them leads, they'll get you deals regularly.
Yeah, and they may not need to be as good.
No, they don't. You would not believe the level of qualification that you truly need to have success in this business. You need none. You need to be able to speak English, and in some cases Spanish. You know what I mean? Anybody can succeed in this business.
He's really right. It's pretty wild. You're very right. There aren't really any prerequisites to success other than get on the dang phone.
Yeah, that's right. Josh said, "How often do you remarket to not interested?"
Good question.
Meaning, so I would assume that my AI in my CRM will automatically text them every 10 days if they're a cold follow-up.
Hi, little princess. What's that? I'm going to kiss my daughter. I'm glad you want to have fun.
Each of my VAs will give me 5 contracts.
Each of your closers gets you 5 contracts a month?
Yeah, they each give me 5.
Fire. Love that.
And I would say maybe, 1 or 2 of theirs are, they're going to fall off, and then one's going to be a little deal, and then there's a couple solid ones, and maybe one of them gets one deal, but it's the biggest deal anybody's closed for, you know what I mean? So it's like they're always producing. It's very good. It's very good, and they're different. I like hiring overseas because they care. They really care. And they're just different.
Yes, they're different about it than Americans, for sure. They want that money more than the people in America. I agree with you there. And for me, for the non-interested, how often do I market to the non-interested? So if you say not interested via text, the response that you get, the quick reply response, all right, hey, thank you so much for letting me know. Let me know, in the future, if you change your mind, would you mind if I followed back up with you in 6 months? And if they say yes, then they get put on a drip campaign for 6 months and they get hit in 6 months. And that's it. And same thing really with all my marketing. Like, should I follow up with you? And if they say yes, I put them on a drip campaign and they just get followed up via drip. That's it. And if they say no, don't contact me again, what are you going to do? I don't bother. And how many contracts do I get in a month? From my marketing, maybe I get 4 contracts a month, and then maybe I'll get like 2 a month from social media or just from being myself. Like whether it's just like who I am, like being myself. I put my pimp myself out there on the internet. Like I get deals from that, obviously. So I get at least 1 a month. Sometimes 2 a month I'll get from that, but I get at least 1 a month. But that's more my social media's business than my actual paid marketing acquisition business. And I look at them as 2 separate things. Yeah, buddy.
Beautiful, man. That's beautiful.
Someone's doing. Oh yeah, I'm doing multiple markets. Yes, target. If you're doing multiple markets, you may just want to only do pre-foreclosures and just be a pre-foreclosure guy. Someone says, what is your text per lead? Very simple. Very, very simple. So if you send out 10,000 texts, depending on the list, you should get anywhere from, you should get 50, maybe 60 people that raise their hand and say, yes, I will sell. You should get 1 deal every 10,000 texts, though. One deal. Every 10,000 texts should be 1 deal. You should have let's say a 50% yes rate, one deal, like in the immediate term. Noah, what's your close and fund percent with a VA? Look like you making 150 a month.
Yeah, if that means contract to close, it's got to be around 60 to 70, 60. If I had to put a guess out there, 64%. And that's there's always, like I said, there's always a deal, maybe two a month, where it's like a couple days after we get it locked up, or maybe the moment we get photos, where it's, not even in the realm of possibility, where it's just a piece of mud that just,
this is smoked. I thought it was almost ready.
No, right. It's unbelievable stuff. So there's always a couple of those, right? And even ones where you'll just realize, shoot, bro, like best case scenario, I get 10 buyers to this property and the highest guy bids all the way up and I get the seller on a steep reduction and I make $2,000. Then there's like, you don't want to deal with that. You should be able to see that pretty quick and say, okay, that's not a priority. But yeah, 6 figures a month. The goal is 500 for the third quarter. We're not quite on track to get that. Obviously a little behind, but then the goal will be 500 for quarter 4. And so always looking forward, always trying to get bigger, faster, and stronger, man.
Yeah, buddy. Those gonna be at 200 a month soon.
Easy. We will.
I mean, hey, buddy, he gonna crush it.
For sure, bro. For sure.
Not me. I'm not. I have no aspirations to do a 200 a month. Is that crazy?
No. Come on.
Bro. I have a different lens, though. I don't want to work like super hard with this. I want to work super smart.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to manage a ton of people. Mm-hmm. What a kind of weird world do we live in? Like, I just want to make 25 grand a week. And like, we live in such a weird, like, we exist in such a weird little niche where maybe some people in the chat think that if they made 25 a month, they'd be really happy. But like, amongst us, like me saying to you, I only want to make 25 a week, you like, I seem like some slack off, you know what I mean? Like, still, let's come on, let's be real. I'm still talking about it.
Right. It's like there's shame in not sacrificing everything.
Yeah, everyone teases me like, "Oh, you only want it. You're only looking to make 25 grand a week." I was like, "Oh, yep. I guess I'm an underachiever. I guess."
Right.
Like I want to I don't know. I want to be with my family. I want to train jujitsu every day. I want a sauna. I want to go on my family walks. Like I want to live my life and do this a little bit and still make 25 grand a week. Shoot me.
Dude, that's cool. No, dude, how many you couldn't complain? You know what I mean? You couldn't complain. It's kind of, I'm somewhat the same way, but I'm still caught in that super competitive. I'm younger than you. I'm caught in that competitive. Hey, bro, like let me go see some numbers. You know what I mean? Let me see some numbers.
I think it's good that you do that.
I'll go enjoy a little bit of what's going on. You know what I mean? But let me go see some numbers because I haven't earned anything. You know,
I get it. You're in like the Alex Hermosi mindset where like I am just gonna live, sleep, and breathe. Like instead of doing this 10 years or 20 years, I'm gonna jam it all together and be a psychopath for a couple, and then chill out. That's awesome too. And you're young, hungry with all the testosterone and time. I think you should. That's great. I think it's a beautiful plan for you.
It's good, man. It's good. No, it's going well. Dude, this business is such a blessing. If anybody's watching this, I have no idea who's watching this or what you guys, how many deals are closing, who you are. This business has been nothing but a blessing to my life, and I absolutely love it. And it's fun.
I can't believe that I found this and that it exists.
Right? Like, do you want to know? Here's the trick. Here's literally the trick. Here's the principle of what I want everybody else to learn. That has been the biggest thing I've learned. this is how you win in this game, at least on the phone, is you are as pure of a version of yourself as possible. You just have to be different ultimately. And the way that you're different is you are as much you as possible because nobody else is you. So like when sellers talk to me, they're not talking to somebody they've spoken before, and they know that and they remember that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's and I feel like I always win that way. And shoot, man, just for anybody watching that, maybe close as many deals as you want. Be as genuine as you can. Love as many people as you can. You'll make more money.
Facts. 100%. I completely agree. Audi Lux's Q4 is usually slower. I disagree with my whole heart on that. Q4 is fire. If anything, springtime is slower. I mean it.
My Q4 last year was the hottest time of the year.
So many people want to wrap things up by the end of the year. Number one, boom. So many people for tax purposes need to buy houses. It's just a fact. Boom. Q4, I've always done really, really well. The last couple weeks of December the last 2-3 weeks of December, maybe not the best as far as acquisitions, but bro, people trying to close stuff out. Q4 is bananas. It's so good. It's great. So don't sleep on Q4. Whatever you believe is true. I promise you that. And if you believe Q4 is good, you're going to do well. If you believe Q4 is bad, you're going to do bad. And statistically speaking, it's wrong. Statistically speaking, for new acquisitions, springtime is not good. It's the most competitive time. People sell a lot of things in the spring. So spring is probably the number one time that homeowners buy houses. So for realtors, it's hot. But those flippers, guess when they got those flips? End of Q4, maybe the beginning of Q1.
Yep.
Telling you. So like in this business, Q4 can be hot. I'll tell you that. So are you still shooting an offer if the home is mortgageable or post-renovation condition? Yes. I love a mortgageable guy. There's 3 things that I'm doing mortgageable, Johns. Number 1, boom, I'm going after the novations. I love the idea of a novation, trying to do a bunch for the rest of the year. Number 2, I like a wholesale or a takedown method. Buy the dang thing, relist it, see you later. If they let you novate it, I think that's better though, because you don't lose the money or the closing costs. But it is what it is. And then Harrison Hall was on here last week about these installment sales. That could be a good thing too. I just can't speak on it myself. No, you do novations? Or any of these things?
Doing it all, bro. Doing novations. You got a couple wholesales on the way right now. You know what I mean? Where we'll just take it down, just have a slight amount more freedom to decide, hey, are we going to move it quick to the cash, or are we going to see if we can squeeze extra 10, 20 over here, whatever it is. Yeah, bro, pretty much doing it all, man. Got some sub 2 deal, got a sub 2 deal, got a couple novations, some that I know I'm going to take down, cash deals, just we're rolling with it, man.
We rolling.
But, yeah, man, 100%. Make an offer, man. You're always making an offer. But when it comes to, get the pre-marketing clause in your agreement. Go list the deal on the MLS, list it on Facebook Marketplace, throw $5 behind it daily to boost it on Marketplace. Get some people interested, get in touch with them. Yeah, you can yeah, for sure. You can sell a nice house. Yeah. People do it every day.
And you can do a cash if you get it cheap enough. Who cares? I'm just saying that I like those other things to get even bigger fees. But mortgageable, better than non-mortgageable. What the heck? You have more options. Let's get this money, my boy. When it comes to SMS marketing, let's say I pull a list of absentee. Are you texting that list every month? No. You text it. Anyone who doesn't reply, at least with launch, anyone who doesn't reply the next month, you can do a follow-up campaign to the people that didn't respond. And that's it. But other than that, you just pull in new data. And that's all right because the data is cheap. Go to Kind Skip Tracing. It's like 3 cents a record. Man. So Audi Lux is thinking about spending $8,000 on PPC, 15 states, never look back. Good luck. I don't know if that'll work or not. I don't think that'll work. I don't think that'll work. I think it's a bad idea. But if you're crushing deals already and you think it's a good idea, who am I to tell you not to do it?
That's right, man.
Yeah, I would never do that, but
that's right, man.
Yeah. So what's your sales process on SMS? Let's say you get a yes. Once they say yes, you hit them with a quick response. Says, great. How much do you want for it? And that's it. They'll either say what they want or they won't say what they want. If they come back at a bare minimum 20% discount from the Zestimate, appointment is booked.
Bare minimum 20% discount from the Zest.
Same thing with cold call. Cold call, SMS, I have the same program. If they're giving me a price that's a bare minimum 20% discount from the Zestimate, I'm booking that appointment. The thought process behind that is that they don't even know me. They've never seen me. They know nothing about me, and they're already giving me a 20% discount on what they think. Every seller thinks that the Zestimate is the value of their house. So with knowing nothing about me, they're starting off with a 20% discount. I'm going there. I'm going to get it so cheap, brother. So that's the thought process. If they make me say the number, if the Zestimate is under 300,000, I offer 50% of the Zestimate and see what they say. They're going to say no matter what your answer is. If the Zestimate is 300,000 or above, I offer them 70%. And again, they're going to say no.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. And that's it. If they won't tell me how much, again, I give them, I make the offer and see what they say. And if they're down with it, then I book the appointment. Exactly. And if they're not down with it, if we're not on the same page, see you later. I'm looking for low-hanging fruit. I'm not trying to do the best.
Exactly. We don't need to argue about it. If you don't want to do it, it's okay. No problem.
Audi Lux says, why not? Why not spend the $8,000 on PPC throughout 15 states? I think that's a mistake. If you're going to do all those states, you might as well just do PPL. Your cost will be cheap enough where it makes the most sense. That's what I think. And that's my opinion. And it'll be, you don't want to manage all that. That sounds terrible. And I don't think 8,000 is going to be enough. I think it's a bad idea. It's my opinion.
I'm not a PPC or much of an SMS guy yet, so I won't say nothing.
I would narrow that down, and I wouldn't do I wouldn't do that many states. I think if you narrowed that down to a couple markets and you wanted to spend, I don't know where 8 came into play, the number 8, but I think if you can spend 8, you can spend 10. So I say spend 10 or spend 5. That's what I think. I mean, because you're giving yourself 1.5 chances to get you're giving yourself a chance that you're giving yourself the enough spins at the roulette at the slot machine to win 1.5 times. So that means that that half, you're just peeing that money. Basically, you're taking $3,000 and just peeing it away every month because it's probably not enough to get a deal. So, but if you spend 5, it's enough to get 1 deal. So either spend 5 or spend 10. That's my opinion. And don't do 15 markets. You're in New York, you definitely don't wholesale New York City. I get that. But you should do not as many markets. That's going to be a dispo nightmare. That's just going to be a comping nightmare. I think that's going to be awful for you. I would just pick 2 states and do it. Statewide, it could even be too much. But I would pick 2 states. And with the states, like you're gonna get like if you did Pennsylvania, for instance, like you don't want to do PPC in all of Pennsylvania. There's so many areas of Pennsylvania that like houses are $10,000. You're gonna spend
If
$5,000 to get a $10,000 house under contract that you can sell for $12,000. It doesn't make any sense. So like I wouldn't worry about even state specific. I would worry about market specific. And that's end rant. You don't want to hear me keep talking about this. Noah, would you agree or disagree?
Yeah, I would say if I was gonna dump 5 to 10 grand on PPC, I would dump it in the same. It would all be in the same state, but a couple different areas, and I would target it all in those same specific places.
Yeah, like
Personally,
so
I would be 1, 2, maybe 3 markets, all still in the same vicinity.
I like that. You're wise, Mr. Noah. Wise boy. All right, and thoughts on wholesaling land, and then we'll wrap this up. And unless someone has a last-minute question, that maybe a really good question. I have never targeted it, but I know a lot of people are making money, so it's definitely it could be a good thing to do. Noah, do you have much land experience, bro?
One land deal a year ago, forever ago.
Okay. Similar experience to myself.
Was it $2,000? Like, dude, you can absolutely wholesale land. Yes.
I made $50,000 wholesale on a big commercial lot once.
Did you?
I did.
Nice. That's good stuff. You can absolutely wholesale land if you want to do it. Do it. There's just different things you're going to need to worry about. You know, you're not going to have to worry about floors or the age of the roof.
And you know what? It's very cool about it. You won't have to worry about showings or hotting the land up, getting access.
Right. Yeah, just a
you
different check.
Worry about seller misrepresenting the condition. So there's a lot of good things about land. Is good. Land is smart to do. It's not a game I understand.
No, I think it makes sense too. 100%. There's dude. There's got to be some way that we can target specifically 6-figure wholesale deals, and that's what whether that's commercial or whether that's land, whatever it may be, you got to find a way. And wholesale land, you can do it everywhere: residential, commercial, land, whatever it may be. Go for it, dude. If you want to wholesale land, my thoughts are you can do it.
Wholesale anything. Nick Perry says the opposite, I guess, about the PPC thing, and said, all right, then listen to Nick Perry, brother. I have no idea. And maybe he's right. All I can base it on is my own experience spending a lot of money, number one. Number two, my circle that I talk to on like a daily and weekly basis is almost exclusively guys that are just spending a lot of money. So, and we all talk about how we're spending our money and what's working and what's not. So like, I just know from my experience and my friend's experience that I don't see how that would work. But again, if Nick Perry says it'll work and that's your boy, bro, don't listen to me, listen to him. I just don't know the bull. I know who he is, I just don't know him. And then Ian Goodman, what's a good list? Ian was on my pod. He was like my first episode on my pod. Beast.
Nice, dude.
Oh yeah, Philly Bull, beast. Everybody, Ian's doing some numbers. Ian's a legit wholesaler. Ian, I love pre-foreclosures and I love absentee owners. That's what I love. And then Audi luck. Everyone's lying on social media for the most part. So don't worry about what they're saying on social media. Big facts. All right, want to wrap it up?
Yep. Hey, good to see y'all, man. Nick, great to talk, man. Great to talk. I'll see you again next week, brother. Let's get after it.
Right. Noah, you my boy. I'm so excited to get after it for the rest of the week so I can get some good news to you next week on how we doing. Let's go. All right, everybody. Knock in bed. Happy hunting.
Yes, sir. Talk soon, bro. Do some, man. Take care, y'all.